Salutations, blessings to you. My name is Dr. Qaedah Perron, and I am currently just doing a test run as to this new StreamYard. I've used it a couple of times, but I'm just trying to do a test run right now. But for one of my videos for issues within the tissues with Dr. Q, I will be doing a couple of different sessions. Where we can, chat and maybe have some tea. Excuse me. But I wanted to talk a little bit about this book. It's called Beyond Willpower, and this book is by Alexander Lloyd, PhD, and a naturopathic doctor, as well as I am. He talks a little bit about, I can't say a little bit because it's pretty extensive here. But it talks about the healing code and the secret principles in it of achieving success in life and love and happiness. Now, I had been reading this book over the last part of the year, and I thought a lot of the parts in here were very, very good for reprogramming your mind and being able to speak to your DNA cellular structure. The reprogramming statement tool, healing source issues through the mind. Okay, so a man and or woman think it, so it becomes so. I want to read a little bit part of the reprogramming statement tool, and that the reprogramming statement tool's primary heals the logic and analytical left brain, addressing both the mind, which includes the will and emotions and the soul. But this tool also affects the subconscious heart and spirit, as well as the psychological. The language of the mind is words. Okay. Of course, anything that you say to someone, even to yourself, the way that you speak to yourself matters. They've done numerous of studies. Scientists have done numerous of studies over the years of speaking into different objects or water to see exactly if they show some sort of growth. But first, let's look at how frequencies of love and fear play out in our lives. Okay, so how it starts off is in the love versus the fear-based reality. Now, with the love, which is the light part, light and dark. So for those who have an ear to hear, let them hear. That is the part of the light and dark of the Tao. Okay. So for love, we're looking at joy. Okay. So we look at life, when we look at light as being in truth. Correct? Unless you want to look at things in black and white, that's a different story there. But okay, so love and joy. So the fear-based reality of that is being, sadness, hopelessness, and feeling helplessness. So, that's no different than saying that, somebody, you're all happy and then someone comes in and steals your joy. So that's the part of the fear-based reality that they are actually living in. So you should not allow what their energy is projecting toward you to make you overreact or react with that particular energy in such a way that is not conducive to them stealing your joy. Next, we have peace. Now, in the fear-based reality part of that is anxiety and worry. Okay. In the anxiety and worry, a lot of people get anxious, and it's like, you're stealing my peace. You could be a person who is an introvert versus an extrovert, and maybe you're both, but when you come home, hey, I don't want to hear anything. Okay. You're stealing my peace in that way. I find peace at home. Next, we have patience and right goals. The fear-based reality of that is anger and wrong goals. Okay, don't be so quick to be angered, and try to gather some patience. During those particular times, you want to stop. If someone is making you angry and you're feeling like someone is not doing something that is according to what you feel is an upright position of being righteous, then yes, at some point you need to probably do some self-evaluations for yourself and stop and think of 3 good things that you can do to help about the people, place, or thing that you can be able to uplift that person so that they are not feeling some kind of a way that makes you feel some kind of way. And then they're projecting onto you, and then you project onto them, and then it just winds up being this big, huge fight. Okay. So next we have kindness and acceptance. Now that is a huge, huge, huge one because of the fear-based reality of rejection. Nobody likes rejection. You know, some people can go like, oh, well, you know, and go on about their life. But, you know, later on, you know, some people, they hold on to that energy of rejection, and they don't understand that sometimes it's for their protection and their DNA cellular structure. Even though you're saying, like, your mind saying, yes, I want that, I want that, I want that, but really, to be honest, if your energy is not coinciding with that other person's people, place, or thing or situation, then it's not for you, and you just keep forcing it. And so therefore that fear-based reality is like an octopus that just continues to stays attached to you, and you, all you do is, you know, keep going against the grain. You know, the push and pull doesn't even, it's not even in your spectrum. Excuse me while I pour some more tea. I've been sitting here for a while, so I don't really have any more left. So next we have the goodness and non-judgment and forgiveness. Now that is a part of our central vessel system that actually really holds in a lot of our heart chakras, our heart chakra in our heart chakra sensors and energy. Okay, where in the fear-based reality we think about the guilt and the shame and the judgment or the unforgivingness of something. Okay. And that is one of the main things of goodness and non-judgment and forgiveness. One thing is that when someone says, oh, I've got over that, and then later on down the line, they really didn't get over that because it just gets pushed to the back of their mind. And when it's time for your body, your DNA cellular structure to be able to wake up and heal itself, it pushes all that back to the front of your mind. And you keep thinking like, I don't know why, you know, I keep thinking about that. And I thought I got over it. Well, you really didn't, because you didn't address the issue. You didn't analyze it. You didn't accept the parts that you played in it. And then you didn't forgive the people, place, or thing, or the situation, or the people, and move on. That's how you receive to be able to get the spiritual storehouse energy so that you can be able to get those blessings and be able to move up and level up and be able to move further into what you're trying to do and whatever your right goal is. Okay. So next we have the governing vessel, which is that handles most of the trust and faith and hope and belief systems. Now, with the fear-based reality of that's the unhealthy control to manipulate circumstances for desired results. So that's basically doing the same thing over and over and over and expecting a different outcome when it's the same outcome no matter what. You know, 5 people can throw their balls up in the air and bounce them and bounce them, bounce them and throw them up in the air. And just because that other one thinks that he has an address and he or she is cute, and that they feel that their shit doesn't stink, excuse my language, that the simple fact that their ball is going to stay up there and everybody else's ball is going to drop. Bull corn. We know that is not possible down here in the 3D. Now, if you're going to arise in any of those circumstances, then you have to be able to not be so manipulative and be able to utilize the laws of attraction for whatever it is that you think that it is that you're trying to have as of right goals. Next. Excuse me, I know the lighting is kind of crazy here. I didn't have any makeup on or anything today. So humility, or believing the truth about self. Now that is the love aspect, the light aspects of it. Everybody wants to believe that they're a good person. Everybody wants to believe that they're, what they do and what their intentions are right. And they're right. Because one thing is true, one thing's for certain, and 2 things for sure is that everybody wants to point the finger. Nobody ever wants to be wrong. Everybody wants to be right. And everybody wants to play the superhero. Nobody ever wants to be the villain. Okay. But one thing is that you damn sure better do is be the underdog for your own life. Okay. Let's get back to it. So, humility or believing the truth about self. How you talk to yourself matters. Okay. So, believing a lie about self, whether inferior or superior, that's a part of your heart that, some people take it to heart. Some people, like, oh, you don't look good today. And they go, oh, yeah, I don't feel great today either. You know what I mean? So I probably look like stir fried crap. You know what I mean? And they don't take it to heart because they know they feel just like that. But then there are some people who tried their darndest to look good that day. And someone says, you look like crap. And they go, oh my God, I tried. I did everything I could. But they take it to heart so much that they become vengeful. Watch those suckers. Okay. So the next one is self-control. That is also within the like and truth spectrum. Now, self-control and versus the fear-based reality, which is an unhealthy control over thoughts, feelings, beliefs, and actions. Okay, that's kind of like the gray area. Okay, because what someone believes as to be unhealthy, anything that you put a lot of energy into, can be unhealthy for you. I drink a lot of tea. The benefits of that could be, the teeth, a lot of the different types of teas and could stain your teeth, or the different hair products that you might use may be good for one person, may not be good for another. I'm kind of interested in trying some chubby curls. I'll get with you, Brother Jeff, on that later. And or look up for the girls with the chubby curls. All right. So I just plugged them in. So hook us up. All right. Hey, look, and I love to promote my Black businesses, so I'm not asking for a discount. So anyway, so then the next one's, like I said, with these particular reprogramming tools, I kind of wanted to kind of touch with that. Again, this is the Beyond Willpower. And like I said, I've kind of been working out of this book for a good minute. And the items on the left are generated as the flow for love and light frequencies. So, and then the other ones are the fear-based reality. But the ones that are on the love and light frequencies, those are types of frequencies that you kind of want to follow, 432, those types of things that help you to be able to get aligned with all of your 7 chakras. Okay. Because the more that you stay aligned and your body is aligned, then also you can gravitate your own internal compass and not be easily led by the masses as to what your belief system is, or what you think it should be, or what, just because you're living your life according to the way that you're wanting to live it, and it's sufficient for you and it works for you, versus another doing something and the same things that you're doing, and they're trying to get the same results when it doesn't really work for them at all. And they have to understand that their energy flow is not the same as yours. We're all unique unto each other, but we're all still in one unit. So with that being said, being that this was a test call and test run, I think that this was a good little video for me to start off with. But I did want to kind of touch a little bit more on this book, Reprogramming the Mind of the Will is Beyond Willpower. But it does talk a lot about the cellular structure and the blueprint, the greatest principle of success for your blueprint, for you to be able to tap in so that you might be able to read your own DNA. I'm curious as to see if what some others have come up with during their journeys through life. So you're more than welcome to get in touch with me at NSO Wellness Center at gmail.com. And that is NSO Wellness Center at gmail.com. That's New Soul Order Wellness Center. Okay. So again, I am Dr. Qaedah Perron, and I hope that everything works out for you for the rest of the week, and you do take care, and blessings to you. And remember to always be kind to yourself, speak good words to yourself, speak healing words to yourself, Speak life into existence, up to your life. Stop and think of the three good things. When you start to think negative, stop and think of three good things about the people, place, or thing that you can do to make it a little bit better for yourself. Okay. All right. God bless.